Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a while. Alright, so for this series, I'm going to be doing some some terms that are ambiguous, that people don't really know the meaning. So when they ask you COA, what is COA? COA is cost of attendance for your F1. As an F2, you have an F1 who is studying. So if your VO asks you or you meet anywhere that you should talk about your COA, who is covering for your COA is your cost of attendance, the cost of your F1 attending that school. Now, another thing that causes a lot of confusion is this thing called deficit. What is deficit? So, deficit is the amount that has not been catered for by your funding from the university. Many people get funding from the university to study in the United States. But if the funding is not covering everything and there is still some part of it that you will have to present some sort of statement of account to tell them, oh, this is how I'm going to cover this part of my cost of attendance or of my stay in the US. That is your deficit. So sometimes the F1 may have some deficits, and definitely it means the F2 will also have once the F1 has. But there are times where the cost of attendance of the F1 is fully covered for, but you as the F2, you have deficit because it is not covered for. And there are times where the F1 has enough to cover for enough funding from the university to cover for some of his own, to cover for all of his own funding, and then some of your own funding as the F2. So the deficit here will now be the remaining part of your own of expenses that will not be covered for. So that in that case is your own deficit. Now, what of in some cases where the F1's funding covers for everything and even with excess? So in that case, you don't have deficits. You don't need to bother yourself. So that is the case. Deficit is just that part of your expenses in the US that has not been covered for by the funding of your F1. So I think my video today has been helpful. I'm still going to be doing some other series along this line. I wish you the best and I expect to see you in my next video. Bye. God bless you.